So I'm going to continue to talk about the Prince Harry penis situation. And why am I? I'm not like focused on that body organ necessarily, but what I'm focused on is why. You know what I'm saying? Why would, excuse me, I'm trying to be kind of quiet here and I'm talking right into the microphone, maybe too much. I did, okay, so I did check the temperatures out. It gets as high as 44 and around 33 degrees towards the end of March. If that's when, that's when he says he was there. Prince Harry says a lot of shit. How much of it is true? I don't fucking know. But I know he's been skiing. He began to ski when he was 6 years old. And I'm sure he's probably pretty good on the slopes. Or I'm guessing, I don't know. But he should continue to do that. Maybe he does, and we don't know about it. But Meghan doesn't know how to ski. See, here's the thing about Meghan. I don't believe she lived outside of Chicago. She lived basically outside of Chicago and outside of Milwaukee. And she doesn't have any old stories about Rush Street or maybe one of the clubs down there. Ugh, come on, girl. At the time she was there, supposedly. And these kids, they come up, oh my God, they're all over Milwaukee all the time. I told you about my neighbor next door, and they're from Chicago. And, well, they're not here right now. They're back there. He probably had a trial or something. I'm not kidding, because he worked at the same firm that Hussein worked at. Michelle Obama worked there. Bernadine worked there. Barack did a internship there. Okay. And I think they're fairly conservative, though. And, they're very nice. And God, but I was talking to, I almost said her name. And, they're both little, I'm not even going to say, they're both very, very big Catholic Italians. And they go to different, they go to different churches here on either Saturday night or Sunday or whatever. And because she tells me, and this is the wife, not the other one, who seems, or according to something he told me about a year and a half ago, he's very stressed out and wants to retire really bad. But I don't think he's of retirement age. And she's an RN. He did go to Northwestern. And they have some house down there or whatever. And then, okay. But her son goes to Marquette, which is in Milwaukee, downtown Milwaukee. And according to her, he's there now. And he's moving back to Chicago after he graduates. And she said that she talks about how much she loves it. And this is what people from Chicago always say. It's so cute. I can't. And, when I said, I know, that's what you guys from Chicago always say. And I was laughing. I said, almost just like what I am now. But I looked like a wreck. I was embarrassed anyone even saw me. I was taking my garbage out. And she was in there next door doing something or another. And had the door open and, very, very chatty person. And she said, oh, he has so much fun there. And she said, oh, I just love it there so much. It's so cute with this and that. And she named specific. I said, I know. I said, I get that from all you guys from Chicago. It's like they use the word, oh, it's cute. It's so nice. Well, there's a lot of crime in the areas that she's talking about too. But it's not it's far removed. It's a place where it's common and typical from for anyone from Chicago to come to, because you can kind of go nuts and have a little bit more fun within like a couple mile radius without being kind of stuck in the middle of like downtown Chicago. And then, you can always, even if you have to, walk to wherever you're staying or whatever, even if it might be a mile or two. So I can't imagine that she doesn't have any stories of her fun in Chicago, because people from Milwaukee have fun in Chicago and vice versa. So going back to Prince Harry, and that's what I'm saying, I don't believe any of their bullshit. The penis thing really freaks me out because he's lying about the weather. I don't believe he had a frostbitten penis. I have been in nursing school and around penises. I mean, I was a nursing assistant, okay, at a nursing home. I was around plenty of stuff that I really didn't even want to be around. At the time, I was like 19, 18. I'm like, oh my God, and I've been around people, my dad who became extremely vocal about various things, other veterans, very frequently, cold weather injuries, very common. The penis, no. Then he talks about needing and I think that Meghan is trying to make his penis seem special because she's probably not getting any. The rule is among me, or was, I don't really talk about this shit very often. The only reason why I am is I'm kind of like at a phase in my life where I feel like I can. If I was in a conversation with, like I said, like the attorney and his nurse RN wife next door, I would not be talking about penises. On a YouTube channel where no one can see me, I will. I mean, I'm old enough. I have enough experience under my belt. Prince Harry, what is he, 40 yet? I mean, I don't know. It's still working, I'm sure, but not if he's on all kinds of medication. That's going to affect that his performance. But if he has to talk about it, generally that means there's a problem with it or something isn't quite as what it should be. I don't think Harry's the type of man that would ever be able to necessarily satisfy Meghan. Trevor seemed like a real go-getter. He doesn't necessarily look like one. He looks kind of dullish. Physically, I mean, he doesn't, doesn't look like, well, he looks fine, Yeah, I've seen his wife. I know he's got a couple kids and stuff. It's probably also triggers Meghan. But I feel like if Harry probably has this ghostwriter, they're trying to make the book sound good, so they throw in some outrageous story about his private parts to possibly make him seem more masculine, or more like, wow, I'm such an experienced soldier. I'm out killing people, man. I have a real problem with him going on TV and speaking about any of these things. It's very white trash. He lowers himself to the level of a Sparkles. And she has him convinced that he is, so fucking special and so much better than his bald brother. Meanwhile, his bald brother is going to be the King of England. I mean, by the time his Louis turns like 25, 30 years old, this dude's going to be king. And Catherine's going to be queen. And what to do then, Prince Harry? Sparkles, Markle. So it's possible if it's cold out, but if it's 44 degrees out and above freezing, between 33 and 44 degrees, as I read on a website earlier, it's not cold. It's not even freezing. There are men that do I know people that have done backcountry camping trips through Canada that have been took their motorcycles all the way out and back and didn't have a performance problem or a penis issue. You're sitting on top of it all day. And then he talks about, well, someone made me a cock cushion. This kills me. I never heard of this either. An adjustable plush neck. Oops. I got into that too. All right. Fucking internet, I swear to God. Let's do this again. I ruined my whole video, but maybe not. Come on. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I had something different up here earlier. Okay. Deep penetration pillow, cock cushion, right? Well, here we go. What is that what I put in, maybe? Okay. I just had it up. Why the hell? Excuse the pun. Is it slang? It's a word that refers to a girl, woman who has a lot of sex, a place where a boy and man can rest their penis cock. Where do we go with this? I know I'm a month behind, 2 months behind, basically. Another name for the breasticular area. Well, it was up here earlier. What do I do with the history? What is? Harry got a bespoke penis cushion. Okay. But it wasn't Antarctica, so he was at the South Pole? Or he was in Norway. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm getting my geography mixed up. He bought himself, oh my God, I can't believe I'm reading this. All right, I mean, what about the guys that ride from Milwaukee to California on their Harleys? Do they need cock cushions? I'm so grossed out by this that and then he goes on and talks about this with their hands waving in the air. And look, who's this? Wait a minute. Who is this guy that he's talking to? He's even more completely off the wall than Harry. Get out of here. But if it's not freezing, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to even pull any of this shit up right now. If it's not freezing out and you're not in frost conditions, although this hat would tend to tell me he was. Oh my God, I can't stand this. I can't stand it. I have to have, okay. I don't know what all this crap is. Okay. I apologize. I'm going to split. What I'm trying to say here is he's trying to be cute and cheeky and attract a demographic that's sort of like, ooh, But I can tell you this much: like, if I was 12 years old and something like that was popping up, my parents would definitely have an issue with that. They had an issue with me having a Bobby Sherman poster in my room when I was like 10. Or I don't know how old I was, actually. My dad went crazy and I had to take it down because he didn't have he had his shirt off. What is this? What the hell is this shit? I said, it's in the Tiger Beat magazine. This is coming down. Then he'd call my mother. What are you letting her put this up for? Oh, okay. So instead, these young girls and men are going probably experimenting with this. It's all so very sick. Why can't I pull up this other issue here right now? And then the video pops up with this man, going apeshit. There's no how if it's. I don't believe it was cold enough for him to have a frostbitten penis. What does this have to do with? He had a square custom cot cushion, which we assumes looks like a bit like this. What to do? What to go for a hike in the cold? Now I want to say, I can't look at this garbage. I can't look at it. Okay, can we possibly go back? Okay. I don't want any of this. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So I was just out, and I think it was about 3 degrees out. And actually, I was out from maybe 20 after 11 until 10 after 1. I don't know why. It was so icy. I kept like making strides, and then I'd have to slow down, and then I have to switch the side of the road. And then I got pulled over by a stinking sheriff. He was wondering if I was okay. So if he's in temperatures that were above freezing, I don't know. If he's in Norway, and that's where they said he was, right? A bespoke peanut. You know what? I do. This is a ploy by Megan to make it look as if they're having a lot of sex, and they're not. I'm going to have to go. He had a bespoke cock. What a sick fuck. Talk about embarrassing the royal family. And what are his kids going to think of this? Is his son going to go around repeating this? Because he's at the age where that happens. Or getting there anyway. But I don't believe he has kids anyway. And this just helps me to determine this more. I want to almost vomit. Okay. I don't know if I can handle this, guys. He's using Urban Dictionary jargon. The Urban Dictionary. Let's look this up. Talking about resting his between Megan's boobies. Is that what he's trying to get? And that's weird too. I mean, ugh. this Prince Harry, his beard, his hairpiece sparkles, and her wig, and her entire personality, and her. And these people just make me so sick. All right. Let's see. Oh, no. I had it up before. I thought it was kind of interesting the way they described it. Derived from the desirable act of placing one's, on the aforesaid breast region of a woman, and the repulsive force between her knees keeps them from staying together. Okay. A pillow that a man often places between his thighs at night so his penis and testicles are not uncomfortably squeezed by his legs. Oh, come fucking on. I've been with enough men and seen enough shit to know that. What the flying fuck? Ugh. You know what? Prince Harry is sick. Just sick.